What's up, guys? Harris Autographs back here again with another video. And I did not get any TTMs in this week, no IP autographs this week, so I decided to do something a little different. I'm going to show off a couple of my Houston Astros autographs, and the main part of that being my Astros project, which I'll explain in a few minutes. So it's actually been kind of a tough time to be an Astros fan. As pretty much all of you guys know, the whole cheating scandals kind of put a damper on the whole cheering thing. So the autograph I picked up today actually kind of represents that series, since it's the guy who kind of exposed the Astros for the cheating scandal. I got this Mike Fiers, numbered 81 out of 92 from Archives. Guessing he will not be signing many more autographs on the Astros cards, since he's kind of at odds with them now. But I'm really glad to get that in. For $5, it's definitely a good deal. And I'm going to show off a couple more of my favorite Astros cards. First off, this was actually given to me for free from a guy on Instagram who actually bought this for me, which was incredibly nice of him. This Springer 9.5. It's a out of 99. This one I got for about 17 bucks because of the scratch, which I'll see if I can show. Carlos Correa. There's a little scratch. I don't know if it really shows up on camera, but there's a tiny scratch there, so it wouldn't have graded well. So I got it for really cheap. This was the same year he won Rookie of the Year. And I also got this Craig Biggio for $10 off eBay once, out of 25, which I thought was insane, since he's a Hall of Famer, probably one of the greatest Astros of all time. So those are three of my favorite Astros. I also have an Altuve signed program. I also have Yuli Gurriel, AJ Reed, Daz Cameron, tons of other Astros guys that I won't really show up right now, because the main focus of my video is my Astros project. So with this project, my goal is to get an autograph on a Topps baseball card from every year in Astros existence, from 1962 through, I guess, whenever they stopped making baseball cards or whenever I stopped collecting. So I've gotten 1960s done. I have first Bobby Shantz with the first Houston win inscription, since he was the opening day starter for the Colt 45s. Got him in the mail. He's a former MVP. Then Al Spangler on the 63. I have not finished this project yet, so there'll be a few gaps in the years, but I'm hoping to finish it eventually. Carl Warwick. And this was the year they actually became the Astros, 65? Yeah, 65, Ron Brand. Then we have Jim Gentile, who is a former All-Star, I believe, for the Orioles. Bob Aspromonte, inscribed first Houston Colt 45s hit. So that was really nice of him. Al Spangler, actually, I showed earlier. I asked him to inscribe first Houston Colt 45 RBI. And he did on the Braves card I sent him. So that was kind of funny. You know, I appreciate him inscribing. Yeah, I wish he would have inscribed it on the Colt 45 card. Dave Geiste. We have Dennis Menke. Johnny Edwards, former catcher. Doug Rader. Roger Metzger. And there's a gap here. This one of Metzger is a 72, and this is a 74 of Tommy Helms, I believe, and a 75 Ken Forsch. Then there's going to be another gap here to Art Howe, and I believe 77, or 78, my bad. Then we have a Denny Whaling. Bruce Bochy, future Hall of Famer in my opinion for his managerial work with the Giants. Then a 83, 84, even 84 Phil Garner. Then big gap here all the way to 87 with Larry Anderson. Gerald Young, which is actually a damaged card. Look in the back, you probably see a little better. There's a crease on here. So hopefully I'll be able to get that fixed at some point or add a different card. 1989 Casey Condaley. And then we have a 91 Danny Darwin. Dwayne Henry. Rich Scheid. Doug Jones with a PTL inscription, which I assume means praise the Lord. Then a big gap here from 94 all the way to, let's see, 2003. And then after this, a gap to 2012. So the 90s and 2000s are definitely my weak spot for this project. Hopefully I'll find some more guys who sign. I believe Morgan Ensberg he'll sign if he's a manager somewhere next year. So Jose Vizcaino. And almost all of these so far are TTM. This was the first one that's not TTM. This was actually given to me by a friend of mine on Instagram. And this one was in person of Jason Bourgault. I got this 3 years ago at a Charlotte Knights game. Dallas Keuchel, I traded this. I'm kind of regretting the trade because I traded a Christian Yelich autograph for this card. So that's not looking too great now, but happy to have this in my collection. Then we have Scott Feldman, who I believe I got on an Instagram trade with Hugh Graff's TJ, who I don't believe is active anymore. Mike Fultonavich, who I met in Gwinnett, or against Gwinnett in Norfolk. Really nice guy, former All-Star. Luke Gregerson on the 16. Pat Neshek on the 17 tops. If you haven't got Pat Neshek yet, it's been said a million times, but you should really send to him. He's a great TTM signer, great ambassador for the hobby. I actually just picked up a few more cards of him today at the card show, so I could send off to him for spring training. And finally, 2018, Josh Reddick, since I don't have a 2019 yet. So yeah, even despite the fact that the Astros have had a pretty bad month, probably one of the worst months in baseball history ever since the ALCS. That's still my team. I'm still going to support them, even though I don't support what they did. And hopefully justice will be served and we can get a group of players who won't do stuff like the Astros did. And honestly, I blame the coaching staff and the front office more than I blame the players, since if someone's giving you signs no matter what, I mean, you kind of have to take or risk losing your job. So I get why the players did it. I don't agree with it, but I understand. But hopefully AJ Hinch will be suspended for a long time. And I'm guessing Jeff Lonell is going to be banned from baseball, which I think is justified. So thanks for watching. Hopefully the Astros next season will have a great season. And they will do it the right way this time. And hopefully my project will also be done. See you guys next video.